As my nephew is living proof of, just because something is a mistake doesn't mean it can't be awesome, and in video games this is truer than anywhere else. Whether you can glitch your way to infinite rare candies in Pokemon or unleash a corrupted blood plague in World of Warcraft, sometimes glitches are so good that they go on to inspire the very games that they broke. And it's with that in mind that I will from What Culture, and here are 7 games that might have had 99 problems, but a glitch ain't one. But before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to stay notified. Ding, ding, done. Number 7, Mortal Kombat, Ermac, Baraka, and double beheadings. First of all, let's dispel a gaming myth. In the original Mortal Kombat, Ermac did not exist as a glitched, palette-swapped version of Scorpion. However, the word Ermax, a pluralized contraction of error and macro, did mistakenly appear on the audit screen, prompting players to desperately search out a hidden character called Ermac, in addition to the hidden reptile. This, along with the widely believed hoax about a color palette swapped Scorpion, eventually led the creators to create a character called Ermac, who was a red ninja in Mortal Kombat 3. The integration of Ermac into the Mortal Kombat series was half down to glitch and half down to fan imagination, but there are other glitches in the series that went on to become key parts of the franchise. One such glitch is Baraka's whirling dervish move. Originally a bug, the developers liked it so much that it found its way into his regular repertoire. Another bug that the developers liked so much they kept it going was Johnny Cage's mistaken double beheading fatality in the first Mortal Kombat game. The developers liked it so much that rather than sweep it under the rug, they added a secret triple beheading fatality in Mortal Kombat 2. Number 6, Zoo Tycoon, Killer Penguins. Zoo Tycoon is a business simulation game where you have to build and maintain a successful zoo. You have to pay money to buy animals, keep animals well fed, build them shelters, build concession stands for your customers, and revel in that capitalist fantasy of millions and millions of virtual dollars. In the first game, there's a wonderful little glitch where an emperor penguin will savagely murder any other non-penguin herbivore placed in the same exhibit. This was fixed in later games, but the creators decided to keep the spirit of the glitch alive by introducing the killer penguin. If you fail the lab cloning minigame, you have a chance at receiving a killer penguin egg. This penguin, complete with blazing yellow eyes and sharp teeth, will murder anything placed in the same exhibit as it, including a T-Rex, an orca whale, or even a stray customer. They also can't be sold, ever, meaning you are always stuck with the monster once you've got it. Ain't life a glitch? Number 5, Team Fortress, Spy. During the creation of Team Fortress as a mod for Quake way back in 1996, the developers encountered a glitch that meant sometimes a player's name would appear in the wrong color, making it look like they were a member of the opposite team. This glitch gave birth to the concept of Spy, a new character class that could infiltrate opponents by impersonating one of their own. Spy has gone on to be one of the most iconic and fun playstyles in the FPS genre. Spy, you're a sexy son of a glitch, and I love you. Number 4, Street Fighter 2, The World Warrior, Combo Strings. Street Fighter 2 is rightfully considered the most inspirational fighting game of all time, providing the framework for other franchises like Mortal Kombat, Injustice, and Tekken. But this is partly due to mistake, not by design. Cancelling the ability to input a second command before the first command had finished, effectively cancelling out the recovery animation of the first attack, allowed players to combo together multiple moves in a seamless string of unblockable attacks. Developers actually noticed this, but they thought it was too difficult to actually pull off, so they left it in. Combos went on to become a mainstay of the franchise and pretty much every fighting game franchise since, allowing skilled players to glitch slap their enemies into submission. Number 3, Legend of Zelda Bug Catching Net Glitch. One of the more fun glitches in the Zelda franchise is from A Link to the Past, where the bug catching net has the surprising capacity to reflect Aghanim's fireballs back at him. Funny and awesome as it is, the developers decided rather than taking it out of future installments to playfully reference this moment across the entire of the Zelda franchise. For example, using the fishing rod against Ganondorf in the final battle of Twilight Princess will distract him and leave him open for counterattack while he stands around with resting glitch face. And in another playful reference to the bug catching net, you can actually deflect Ganondorf's blasts back at him in Ocarina of Time using an empty water bottle, which actually has a slightly better radius for deflecting the attack than your sword, making it the superior weapon of choice for the battle. Number 2, Grand Theft Auto, Aggressive Cop Bug. The gaming juggernaut of GTA almost never came to be because the original game was almost pulled from production due to having a crazy number of bugs and glitches. The car was impossible to handle and the game basically crashed all the time, but there was one glitch which actually saved the entire franchise. The bug had to do with the police's AI, causing them to become hyper-aggressive and ram the player's car right off the road. As it turns out, this is way more fun than just being chased by normal police, and the game developers decided to make it the focus of the game. GTA became a more eccentric game as a result, and the sequels it spawned have increasingly lent in to that hyperbolic, frenzy-driven mania the series is so beloved for. Number 1, Space Invaders, Accelerating Aliens. Space Invaders is easily up there among the most iconic and inspirational video games of all time. In fact, it introduced the entire concept of difficulty curves in games entirely by accident. As the player destroys oncoming invading ships, they gradually speed up their descent, but this was due to an oversight by the game's developer. You see, the processor of the time was so weak that it couldn't handle all the enemy sprites on screen at the same time, and so ran very slowly. However, as you destroyed enemy ships and the sprites weren't on screen anymore, the processor was able to handle the game and it sped up the fewer ships there were on screen. The feature was so enjoyable that the developer left it in, and every variation of Space Invaders since has featured the same concept. In fact, pretty much every game since has featured some kind of difficulty curve, making this probably the most inspirational glitch of all time. And there you have it, folks, 7 glitches in video games that became essential features in the franchise. Don't forget to leave a comment with your own thoughts down below, as well as like, share and subscribe to whatculture.com for daily news and articles. I'm Will for What Culture, and thanks for watching.